Namaste children, welcome back to another session of our chapter block 6. So far in this chapter we started learning about different adaptations of animals. First we learned adaptations are type of animals based on habitat, and then we came to know adaptations in the extreme conditions, that is your desert and polar region animal adaptations. And in our LP3 yesterday we completed the aquatic animals and the adaptations. So now in our today's class we are mainly going to focus on the adaptations for protection purpose, because so many different animals are there. Those animals, they are always trying to protect themselves from the other animals. So for protection purpose, what all special features that are developed in the living forms, today we are going to learn. So before starting our class, let us see the keywords of our today's class. One first keyword, that is your blend, BLEND, blend. So blend means mixing with together or mixing with anything.
Blend. To mix.
Okay, blend means
Blend. To mix.
So now the second keyword, that is your camouflage. So camouflage means it is an ability to blend and to mix with the surroundings color. Okay, CAMOUFLAGE, camouflage. Camouflage means the ability to bend or mix with the surroundings.
Camouflage. Ability to blend with the color of the surroundings.
Okay, so now to understand betterly about today's class, let us observe this picture carefully, children. And after observing this picture, the adaptations we are going to note down. So on the screen, you are having 4 different types of animals: your horse, chameleon, buffalo, and a porcupine. So all these animals are of different sizes, different shapes. But all these animals, they have their special characters, special features or abilities to protect themselves from the other animals. Okay. Yes. So before understanding these animals' adaptations, let's watch the small video, children.
Animals have different special features to protect themselves. A deer runs very fast to protect itself from predators. Animals blend with their surroundings to hide from other animals. Some animals move in groups to stay safe from predators. Some animals have features like pointed spines or horns for protection.
Okay, children, in our video we came to know about 2 different words. The first word they were using, that is a predator, and the second word they used, that is a prey. So if you will notice, predators and prey means they are also animals. So then what is a predator? Predator means the animal which can hunt, and prey means the animal which is getting hunted. Okay, so these 2 names are very much important, children. One is a predator and the second one is prey. So the animal which is hunting, it is called your predator, and the animal which is getting hunted, that is called your prey. So generally, if you will observe in this video, yes, see here, the first picture of this video, here you are having 2 animals. So in these 2 animals, tiger is an animal which is hunting the deer. That means your tiger, it is a predator because it can hunt, and the deer, that is getting hunted, so we are saying it as a prey. Very good. So now let us see this picture, children. So in this picture, if you will see, lions are there and buffalo is there. Can you tell what is a predator and what is a prey here? Absolutely. Lion, it is a predator because it can hunt, and buffaloes are the prey because they are getting hunted. Okay, so from this picture, out of all these pictures, if you will see the first picture, animal. So these prey animals, they are having some special features. The first and foremost special feature here in this animal, if you will see, they are having a long horns. So very big, long, strong horns are present in case of deers, that is helping the animal to fight with the predators. Okay, so let us see after this video, let us try to understand how the animals like horses, chameleons, buffaloes and porcupines, they are trying to protect themselves. So in case of a horse, as already you said, they can run very fast. So to run fastly, they are having a very strong muscles. Okay. So horse is an animal which is protecting itself by running fastly. To run fastly, a horse is having a strong muscles. Whereas when you will see the chameleon, a beautiful process you will understand in chameleon. So chameleon, it will exhibit a phenomenon called camouflage. So camouflage means it is a phenomenon where the animal, it starts keeping on changing its color according to the color of the surrounding. So when the body color of the animal is equals to the color of the surrounding, it can easily blend or it can easily mix itself in the surroundings. Okay, so now see, in case of a buffalo, whenever you will see buffalo, long horns, long and strong horns are present. Along with that, you even see that these buffaloes, they are living in groups. Not only buffaloes, if you will see fishes, elephants, zebras, these are some of the animals, they will live in groups. So in case of buffalo, you will see two special features. One is a long horn that helps the animal to fight with the predator, and the second one is they are living in groups. So when you are living in groups, that helps the animal to defend itself with the help of that group. So now when the third animal, if you will see, that is porcupine. So porcupine, it is an animal, it is having a squills or spines. So with this help of squills or spines, this animal, it will hurt the other animal. Okay, so now let us see another one. How do the animals protect themselves from the predator? Already we came to know now, the animals like horses, they will run fastly. Okay, whereas when it comes to chameleon, they will exhibit camouflage nature. Okay, whereas if you will see the animals like buffaloes with the long horns and with the long strong horns and with living in groups helps the animal to protect itself. Whereas if you will see porcupine, by the help of its squills or spines, this animal is protecting itself from the predators. Okay, so see here some animals such as buffaloes, fishes, birds, they will move in groups, because moving in groups or togetherness, not only in case of these fishes, even they are giving a very good moral value to us. Living in groups, living together is a very good healthy nature that is helping the animal to defend itself from the predators. So if you are alone, the predator can come and it can hurt you or it can kill you. But if you are together in group, now this group is attacking the predator and it is trying to defend the animals. Okay children, so now let us open our worksheet. So in this worksheet, the first question, if you will see, they were asking that take the animal in each group which is acting as a predator. So a snake and a rat, out of snake and rat, which is take the animal in each group from whom the other animal needs protection. Yes, so that means they are asking predator. Okay, so now see here in snake and rat, which one will be the predator? Absolutely a snake. In a deer and a lion, which one will be the predator? It's a lion. A fox and a rabbit, Of course, a fox. Okay. So now let us move to the second question, children. In the second question, if you will see, you are having two animals, a deer and a porcupine. So in this deer and a porcupine, in this particular deer and a porcupine, now they are asking to write the special features. So now I am rounding up the special feature. Can you tell what's the special feature here? Yes, of course, horns. Horns are the special features. So how does it help the animal? So these horns, they are helping the animal to fight with the predators. Okay. So now the second animal, that is your porcupine. So I have rounded up. What are the special features? Very good, absolutely. Here the special features in porcupine, these are your quills or spines. So now these quills or spines, they are helping the animal by hurting the predator. Okay. So now let us move to the third question. So in the third question, they were asking that animals such as zebra and a fish mostly move in groups. How does it will help the animal? So the animals which are living in groups, that helps the animal to defend themselves from the predator. Yes, so the animals that are living in groups like a zebra, a fish, elephants, that grouping together will always and always helps to defend themselves from the predators. Okay, children. So now after the worksheet, now we are having our homework part, that is the practice questions. So circle the prey and underline the predator. Oh, they were asking two things here. They are asking to circle the prey and now they are asking to underline the predator. So in a rabbit and a tiger, what is a prey? Of course, rabbit. So circle the rabbit and now they are asking to underline the predator. So underline the tiger. Now you can do these two in a lion and a buffalo. Buffalo is a prey, lion is a predator. A frog and a snake. Snake is a predator and frog is a prey. Okay. So write two ways a wild buffalo can protect itself in predators. So what are the two ways that wild buffaloes are protecting? One is because of the long and strong horns, and the second one is by living in groups. So these are the two ways how the buffalo it will protect itself. Okay, now the third question, if you will see, some animals such as zebra and deer always move in groups. How does the moving in group help the animal to survive? So it helps the animal to defend itself. So moving in groups always helps the animal to defend itself from the predator and it can easily survive. Okay, children. So complete your workbook part and the practice question part from your content book and then start reading the lesson. Okay, children. Thank you so much.